Hey guys, so the plan for this time is I'm going to take the boot lid off, we're going to get it mocked up for the new spoiler, and we'll get it prepped for paint while we're there. Right, so I've had a look at this here, trying to figure out how to go about taking this off, and I was hoping I could just take the hinge off of the body and disconnect the loom and then just unplug it, but it looks like the loom doesn't have a quick release anymore, so I'm gonna have to take it off up here and then go that way about it. So I need to take the boot trim off, which that did not do the job I wanted it to, but that worked. Right, we'll have it off then, and I actually did take it off at the hinges on the car instead of taking them off the boot lid. Right, spoiler wise, I have two holes here, but I don't think they're going to line up. This is my new spoiler here. So there's three ways you can do this, I think. You can have it so it's just the spoiler on its own. Maybe you can't. And then you can have it with base plate, which is here. God, this is light. So you can have it on like that. Wonder if any of those holes are going to line up. And that on there like that, or there's razors for it as well to bring it up to about there. I think I haven't decided what way I'm going to do it yet, but I kind of like it like that, to be honest, but we'll see. The high rise is good. I don't know if I'm going to leave it black or I'm going to go ahead and paint it the same colour as the car's going, but we will leave it black for the time being because I'm not going to start sanding it down. Put that away up there, and we'll see if any of our holes line up. It'd be nice if one hole lined up, and then I'll have to just drill one more. So after the last clip I just went in the house, but it's a bit later here now, and I've basically cut some heads off some bolts and just put them in here as wee studs. I'm measuring up where these holes are going to be. I don't think these original ones are going to work, but I've used these are my verniers I use for just scribing, so I'll pretty much bring you in here. I'm just gonna, can you see that? I'm gonna go like that there, mark where I think it's gonna be on both sides. And then I think the front ones here are slightly narrower. There. Not really sure whereabouts these are going to be, but we could use this as a template. Whereabouts? I was going to put that on there. I think it's going to be about here somewhere. See on this side. Thankfully we own a welder because I did not check this, but when you flip this over, I thought because this had the lip on the side here, right? See that wee tight lip there? In my head, that would have been hanging over the edge, but it apparently doesn't. I didn't measure enough. The holes do go in, both holes do go in. Sort of. Nearly. So I think we're close, but we're not where we need to be here. So let's get a tape measure, actually measure this time instead of eyeballing it, and we should be good. Yeah, so I made a few boo-boos there, but we have it on, and it's sitting pretty much where I'd want it to sit. It follows the lines and everything. Take it off again. So yeah, to get this one lined up, I had to elongate this hole out. Unfortunately, I drilled these two holes without measuring correctly, and then around here I didn't have it in its location, so I drilled an extra hole here. So yeah, all in all, not a few good moves there, but we can fix it. That's what the welder's for. This is cool. I haven't showed you this yet, have I? So I bought myself an airport file, and then modified it to fit onto this. That is pretty cool. Actually, I'm pretty happy with that. That's going to come in handy. But yes, I'm going to continue on just sorting this out again now. I'm just going to go in here with a welder and fill these holes in that I made idiotically. But yeah, sometimes you do these things. I don't know what I'm going to do here, because this hole is absolutely massive now. And let's just put a big penny washer or something else. Figure it out. Just quickly before I start the repairs in this Bootlid, you can see this is what it's going to look like with the extensions in it. It's pretty tall, like I'm not really sure I like that. Or you have like this. Yeah, like this here, which I personally like better. So probably I'm going to run it like that there. I would like a ducktail as well instead of this here, but I bought this here and we're going to use it. But it's pretty cool like that. Right, where are we then? I've taken the boot latch out and it is pretty bad around here. So what I'm going to do is cut out one here, replace this section, and then we will go from there. I'll put you in time lapse for that there. This is all patched up now. This one here for the light, for the number plate light, is a wee bit more rusty down here than I would have liked, so I just used a die grinder and done that. I haven't put the light in to see if it's going to make any effect yet. If there's a gap, I'll fill it up, but if it's not, it'll be grand. On this side here, it's all patched up. We're good. So onto the boot cuts then. These are known to crack around here. That's actually starting to go. So I've made up this wee plate here. I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to weld that on, and that'll be like a reinforcement plate. I might even repair that first. But yes, that's what we're going to do next. It's not really much involved in this here. I'm just going to bolt it on, tack weld it on, take the catch off, and then fully seam weld it. I might actually take it on, be a bit tidier looking, maybe. So the original plan for that there was to TIG weld it up, but that did not work out, so I just made it up and ground it back. It looks dead on. Right, that's the M2 repairs done. What I want to do now is, let me flip this over. Sorry about the noise here, that space heater is ripping, but on the underside here, all along the seam is quite rusty, so I'm going to go at it with this Scotch wheel pad and the die grinder. Just try and clean it back as best as possible, and then we'll put some rust converter on. That's all cleaned up to a pretty acceptable standard. There's some pitting in there still, but I didn't want to thin the metal out too much. But a rust converter on it, so that should do the rest of the work. And yeah, there's a few wee bits in here and stuff. The hinges, I've cleaned them up, cleaned some of the rust off. I just think I'm just going to take these hinges off and respray them black. Now I spent a bit of time paint prepping this here. She's all keyed up real good. Keyed up with 240 grit. You can see here there's a few dents. There's another one here. So we'll mix some filler up. We'll put up some filler on this line here, here, and then just those wee dents, and we should be good for sanding. Right, so I've did a bit of filling on this Bootlid here. There was a wee dent there, and there, but the whole panel had kind of warped in, so I've got a filler there, and then our repair around here. I still need to take some of the filler right there. I'll just slap loads in. But yeah, we have the shape mostly here. A bit of a high spot here. Gonna die grind that out and then put a wee bit more filler over it. We'll die grind that out, clean this up, and that will be the Bootlid repaired. I also went around the inside and put some epoxy primer on it. I pretty much just spent the day tidying the shed up just to get some sort of order in here again. But yeah, that's me for this time, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one.